Hello, and today we will talk about cars. Lots of cars. We will discuss 12 cool and unusual cars in this release from the 60s to the cars of the future, motorhomes, transformers, and unreal fantastic vehicles. Firebird 3. This monster was introduced in 1959 on the Next Motorama. It is enough to look at the bodywork to suggest that Firebird 3 is a device from a fantastic comic book. This super low turbine engine car had two separate aviation cabins. The head of the driver could be seen behind the glass of the flashlight. The number of tail fins increased to 7. The rear wheels are completely hidden by the wing's air intakes. In general, this kind of mix of a car and a jet aircraft has turned out. Emmett Conklin sat first behind the wheel of the fighter, accompanied by the police, as he drove through the streets of Detroit. It's hard to call this a steering wheel, rather it is a joystick that can be found on airplanes. The car is equipped with a gas turbine engine that produces 225 horsepower. Holden Hurricane. This car predicted the future. Holden presented a futuristic coupe with a loud name, Hurricane, in 1969. Landing in the salon is performed as in an airplane or even a spaceship. As soon as the driver and passenger sit down on the seats, the roof closes and the seats recline into a semi-reclining position. Interestingly, this car was equipped with the most advanced electronics of that time. Only more expensive cars own such electronics today. It has automatic climate control, a rear-view camera, a digital instrument panel, a self-tuning radio, and even the most primitive navigator that has been guided by magnets. Such a classic exhibit will be transported through exhibitions now. Leading automakers of the world have recently attracted general attention because of their radar-based collision avoidance systems. However, the Cadillac created the concept car, Cyclone. The idea of providing safety on the highway with radar was implemented in 1959. The radar system scanned the road ahead of the car and warned the driver about possible collisions, as it was built into the front bumper. The radar-based security system was not the only futuristic element of the Cyclone. The machine also included an opening plexiglass roof dome and its doors that slid back on ball bearings. At the same time, the cabin was built in so tight that there was even a built-in intercom in the car. Well, the design is more like a space rocket. Toyota Fun V. This is a car that should symbolize the pleasure of driving. The car of the 22nd century has a special surface, according to the idea of Japanese engineers, which allows you to change the color of the car, display different images on the car with various visual content. The auto body is fully touch sensitive. This concept car looks like a smartphone on wheels. This is its main feature. It's just as easy to change its appearance as a wallpaper on a computer monitor. In addition, this car has a function such as an electronic concierge, which is a hologram of a girl communicating with a driver and passengers. Her appearance and attire can also be chosen by the owner. The dream of any policeman was presented at the exhibition in Frankfurt. One of the largest manufacturers of safety systems for cars introduced a completely transparent operating car from organic glass. You can clearly see how the car is built from the inside in all details through the transparent body of the sedan, and also how safety technology works, which are usually hidden under the body. BMW Gina. It is able to change its appearance thanks to a special and innovative design, as well as the use of unique intonation material, which will cover the car. Aluminum frame is the basis of the body. Spandex material was coated with polyurethane used here instead of metal panels. It is pulled on the metal parts of the car, which can move due to electric drives. Since the material is also translucent, then the taillights can be seen only when the driver presses the brakes. The headlights make the view even more interesting. They open like the eyes of people lifting their eyelids. Incredible, but the lights can even wink. Hydra Spider is a hybrid of a racing retro car and a motorboat. The model weighs 7,275 pounds and is armed with a 6-liter V8 engine with a capacity of 400 horsepower. It accelerates to 125 miles per hour on land and up to 52.8 miles per hour in water. It is just enough to press one button for the driver and the amphibian car will start cleaning the wheels with its pneumatic system when entering the water area. It can also change the type of drive. Caravan is the most advanced motorhome on Earth. Bren Farren is an American engineer, creating an off-road caravan. He approached the implementation of the concept of an ideal house on wheels closer than anything. The total capacity of several fuel tanks is 772 liters, which provides a range of 1,864 miles. Control of all the systems of the road train is carried out from the cabin. Information is displayed on 11 displays, 6 of which are sensory. Electrical needs to be provided by a 25 kilowatt diesel generator, a solar array, and a battery system. The internal volume is designed for comfortable living. Office and 2 standalone laptop computers, a kitchen with all necessary equipment, a spacious dining room, and a guest room are also located inside. When you want to take a nap, there will be 2 bedrooms at your disposal. Also, a shower cabin under a transparent glass polyhedron is equipped with a large sink, and the toilet is designed in such a way that it processes all waste into a harmless, biologically neutral powder. The stock of food is enough for 3 weeks. This is a full house, which you can move wherever you want. Mercedes-Benz Hexa wheel is the concept of a 35-year-old designer from Iran who is designed to overcome major obstacles. And although this is only a concept and it exists only in computer graphics and in the form of a miniature collected from Lego, engineer and mechanic drew attention to articulations in the skeletons of insects, creating his prototype. He projected the embedded idea into a 6-wheel flexible chassis. According to the idea of the author, the machine must have a full drive and a hydraulic transmission. Therefore, overcoming large-scale obstacles should not be a big deal for it. Another miracle of the Mercedes company is more like a medieval car, and it is a modern version of the first Mercedes-Benz car produced in 1886. Attractive retro design and good quality Mercedes performance was complemented by advanced technologies of the 21st century. The interior of the car is as simple as possible. The carbon fiber buckets of the seats are covered with leather. The dashboard has only a couple of instruments and buttons. The joystick was installed instead of the steering wheel. The maximum speed of this roadster is only 15.5 miles per hour, so you do not particularly drive on such a retro chariot. If we have already talked about machines of different ages and different classes, then we can talk a little bit about the future. The Rolls-Royce company held a presentation of an unusual concept car. The prototype was called 103EX. The car has a very exotic shape. Luxury is inside the salon. In this case, there is no traditional steering wheel or pedals. The car must move in autopilot mode. All the work of the driver takes on a virtual complex called Eleanor. Salon 103EX is largely a double sofa. A massive display is located opposite of it. The interior is decorated with precious wood and silk. Upon arrival, the car doors open and special lighting will create the red carpet effect. BMW company introduced its future creation after Rolls-Royce. The car was named Vision Next 100. The car's interior is beyond reality. We used to see this in some fantastic films. Let's take a look at its windshield, the entire surface of which is a display of augmented reality where the route of travel and various tips will be displayed. The system will both help the driver with control and can take it completely on himself. The characteristics of artificial intelligence allow to anticipate the development of the situation on the road, give valuable advice to the driver, and solve the problems arriving independently. According to BMW, such cars will most likely be autonomous, but at the same time retain the possibility of manual control if the driver has such a desire.